Hi everyone, welcome back to Commander with the Guardian Project. I'm Andy.
And I'm Mike, and we are the Guardian Project podcast. We're a podcast that talks about all things Magic the Gathering, but mostly Commander. And we release new episodes for our podcast every week. You can check out episode 92, where we had a patron deck tech of an Adelies the Cinderwind deck, anywhere you listen to podcasts now. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian Pod, and you can find us on Instagram by searching for Guardian Project Podcast.
You can, and we've got some returning guests again tonight. Welcome back to Colin and Clay. How are you both?
So good.
Awesome.
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be back.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's been a minute.
I'm getting really confused though that I look at the screen for the stream and I see you, Andy.
You see me there. You don't see me here.
It's disconcerting.
It's magic. So Colin, tell everybody who you are and where they can find you online.
Yeah, Colin at Colin O'Clock on Twitter and also on twitch.tv/Colin O'Clock. I do a casual Commander stream every Wednesday night at 8:30. Last night, I got a little lucky with some merfolk. It was a lot of fun, and I'm happy to be back. So yeah, thanks for asking me to come back.
I'm glad you're here.
And since my face cam crapped out, we're gonna draw a portrait of me. This is me, and yeah, I'll change my smiley face to a sad face later when Andy gives me a hard time. Yeah.
I like it. And Clay, welcome back. Tell everybody who you are and where they can find you online.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. I'm Claybee. I'm the second C into the CNC Power Hour. We do a lot of different, right now, virtual EDH streams. We stream Wednesday evenings at 8 p.m. Eastern and Sunday afternoons at 4 p.m. Eastern. But in healthier times, we do a lot of different live paper Magic. If there's a pre-constructed product, we've played it on stream. And we get to have a lot of fun there. And anything else? No, I think. Also, so we're CNC Power Hour, and if you follow in there, you can also, like I said, with Magic, and then we do some variety streams as well. Christian's been playing Persona 5 Strikers, weird hours of the night, and then we'll have other games on there as well.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. Oh my gosh, thank you everybody so much in chat right now. Mr. Big Ben.
Holy cow, look at the subs.
Oh my gosh, for your 5-month subscription and then 5 community subs. Thank you so much, everybody. Kyoji, thank you so much for the subscription. I think we are going to go ahead and get started in just a second here. Let's tell everybody what we're playing. I am playing Orvar, the All Form. This is the first time I'm playing this deck. It is a deck that I am going to cast spells. So Orvar says when you cast an instant or sorcery, if it targets one or more permanents you control, create a token that is a copy of one of those permanents. And I guess if you have to discard Orvar, you create a token that's a copy of target permanent. Or I guess when a spell or ability an opponent controls causes you to discard this card. Yeah, so specifically Orvar. So first time playing this deck on stream. We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty excited to make tokens of things that don't normally get tokens.
Yeah.
Coil, what are you playing?
I am playing the best color combination in Magic. That is mono black partnered with mono black. I am playing my Miara and Nadier partners. I call it a mono black elves deck, but it's
Okay.
like a mono black reanimator as well. It's probably more closely mono black reanimator than elves, but elves does matter in the deck.
Okay.
So I'm looking to kill people with, aristocrat stuff, all the mono black stuff you can expect. You know it all.
We know it all. Colin, what are you playing tonight?
I am playing the Aristocat deck. This is Nazhan, Revered Blacksmith. This is my first ever deck. I got the Cat Precon right when I started back into Magic, and immediately was attracted to Nazhan as like the alt commander. I didn't want to do what everyone else was doing, and over the years, I've just slowly upgraded this deck into like a kind of wild Voltron ride. So super excited. The actual best colors in Commander, green, and of course, OP white.
OP white. I haven't
Yeah.
played a Nazahn deck in so long. I used to have one. I love tutoring for that hammer. And
Yeah.
that was always really fun.
As long as it's not in hand, right?
As long as it's not in hand.
So far, so good.
Perfect. And Clay, what are you playing tonight?
I'm playing, I was explaining earlier, so this is the very second time that I've played this deck. The first time was yesterday, and I finished it like 30 minutes before our stream. But it's Xyris, the Writhing Storm, with Karuga, the Macro Sage, as a partner. And so this is partially a group draw deck. So it's got all of the usual suspects, Rites of Flourishing, Fonts of Mythos, and Dictated Crucifix, and cards like that. And then the other side of it is a whole lot of big beasties. Yeah, so hopefully the idea is everybody's going to get to draw a bunch of cards, and I'm going to make a bunch of snakes, and I'm going to play some really, really big creatures.
All right. Well, I'm excited. And for everybody who is watching this on YouTube, we will collect deck lists if they're online, and they'll be in the show notes below. So check those out. And we resolved mulligans and rolled for first. And Colin is our lucky number one.
I completely forgot about that. That rules. Okay. Well, if everybody is ready, I'm going to draw a card to start.
All
and that's a card. That is a card. I'm going to play a Path of Ancestry tapped and pass the turn.
Sweet.
Right.
I will draw. I'm going to play a Simic Guildgate and pass.
All right. I'm going to draw. And I am going to play a Halimar Depth tapped. I am going to look at the top 3 cards in my library, put them back in any order, and then pass.
Oh, making a ton of copy of Halimar Depths? That's cool.
Wouldn't that be neat?
I'm going to play a Swamp, and I'm going to pass.
I'll put that
Cool.
there.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Ooh, do I have a play? Add to your mana pool 1 mana of any color. Okay, I'm going to play a Plains and tap 2 for a Quasali Pride Mage. This is the exalted cat that you can sack to destroy an artifact or enchantment.
All right.
Alrighty, cool.
Is there a kill Andy first?
The Scrap Trawlers made an emote. So
Amazing.
Andy's in chat right now, and it's an emote that says "Kill Andy first."
Amazing.
Ah,
I love it.
wow.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, anyway, that's it. That's all I got.
Alrighty, I'm gonna untap. And I'm gonna play a Vivid Creek tapped with its charge counters, and pass the turn.
All right, I'm gonna untap, and I will draw, and I am going to play a Castle Vantress tapped, and then I am going to play a Soul Ring, and then I'm going to pass the turn.
Nice. Draw.
We only play tap lands in this deck.
I'm going to play a Swamp,
Bold.
and I'm going to tap 2 and cast my first commander, Miara, Thorn of the Glade, and then pass.
Sweet. Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, not something that I can do. Darn. Okay, I'm gonna do tap 2. Can I do anything with it? Probably not.
We've got all of the Scrap Trawlers are in chat. Stacked EDH, thank you for stopping by. How's everyone doing tonight?
Okay. Just in case, I'm gonna float a white mana, play out a Selesnya Sanctuary, that's the bounce land, and I don't think I can do anything with it. This says just double checking a card. I'm glad my face cam isn't working.
No, you're showing your face is like confused and thinking.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this? No, I can't do anything with it. I'm gonna move to combat and kill Andy first. two with the cat wizard.
2 with the cat wizard. All right.
Only because chat said so. It's not personal, I assume.
It was the emote really won me over.
Okay, so chat says they're eating vegan mashed potatoes with cashew crema and cremini mushroom gravy. Wow.
Oh yeah, that
sounds great.
Amazing.
Sounds great.
I'll take one.
We would
Please.
like one order, please.
Mm-hmm.
That's my turn, Clay.
Zuby's in
Alright,
chat and says
I will
take out
have
Colin first. All right, you heard it here, folks.
I will draw.
There's no emote for that. It doesn't count.
It's not.
I'm gonna play a command tower.
Oh, what a beautiful command tower.
Oh yes, the green.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
And then I'm gonna cast Svella, Ice Shaper,
Ooh.
which is the troll shaman that makes manoliths.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap. I am going to draw for my turn. I am going to tap for 4, and I would like to play Orvar, the All Form.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like to play an island. And then I want to play an Aquatex Will. So I put a flood counter on target land. That land is an island in addition to its other types and has a flood counter on it. If I control a merfolk, which this is a changeling, I draw a card.
Wow.
So I'm going to put a flood counter on Halimar Depths and make a Halimar Depths.
Yeah.
Bold.
It comes in tapped, and then I draw a card. And then I also now rearrange the top 3.
So nice.
And then
This
after
is-
that, I'm going to pass my turn.
Stellar.
Untap and draw.
What to do here? What's next? I like both of these. I think this one. Okay, now I got to write Halimar Depths.
I will play a Nykthos Shrine to Nyx as my land for turn.
That's good.
Then I am going to tap 2 to cast a Demonic Tutor.
Oh, okay.
And then after that, I will end my turn.
Cool. While you're doing that, Andy, I missed an Exalted trigger. Apparently, you should have taken 3 damage, but it's okay if you don't count
I'll
it.
take one
I'll
more.
just remember next. Okay.
No, I'll take 1 damage.
Untap, upkeep, draw, and I'm gonna play a Plains. Right. I also should have scryed off the passive ancestry. I gotta remember triggers. Okay. I'm going to. So now Orvar is a 3/3.
Correct.
This is why it mattered,
Oh,
because I'm gonna attack you again for 3.
okay. I'm going to take 3.
Great, perfect. Because what are creatures if they're not turning sideways? Then second main, I'm gonna tap 4 for a Smothering Tithe,
Oh, very nice.
Oh no.
and just we'll be passing the turn after that, and I will be annoyingly asking about a 2 tithe.
Excellent. So I'm going to draw for turn. I'm not going to pay for this first tithe.
Hooray!
I'm gonna tap 2 and a green to send the Beanstalk Giant on a adventure.
Going on an adventure.
Gonna get a mountain. And then I'm also going to land for turn. I'm going to play the Simic Growth Chamber, and I'm going to return Command Tower to my hand.
All right.
And That's gonna be my turn.
All right, I'm gonna untap, and I'm gonna draw for turn, and I will play this island, and then I will play.
Dude, you paid for the tithe.
Oh no, I'm not gonna pay for the time. I'm gonna pay 4 for a Whirler Rogue. When it enters the battlefield, I make 2 colorless Thopters with flying. And then I can tap 2 untapped artifacts to give target creature unblockable, or target creature cannot be blocked until entrance. So I guess it doesn't actually gain unblockable. So these are little Thops. And then, Coil, what creature do you have out right now?
My commander, Miara. It's a 1/2.
And that one does what?
If it or another elf I control dies, I can pay 1 generic mana to lose a life and draw a card.
Okay. Colin, I'm gonna swing at you for 3.
I totally deserve it. I'm gonna take 3.
And then after that, I'm gonna pass.
It is commander damage, apparently.
Untap and draw.
It is commander damage.
I'm gonna play this Phyrexian Tower as my land for turn. And
Is that what you tutored for?
That is what I tutored for.
Ooh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I drew the Nykthos, tutored for the tower, started with the 2 swamps. It was a risky keep. But I had the tutor, so I was like, oh.
We were chatting. If you are in our Discord, we were Oh my gosh, I've been exiled.
Nice.
Goodbye.
Game owner rejoined.
I've-
I was the host for a minute.
What a nightmare. Okay, we're back.
I looked over at the stream and I was like, oh no, I left too. And then I was like, no, okay, I'm good.
I'm gonna cast a Lissalana Scarblade.
What does that one do?
It's a 1/1 elf assassin that you can tap it and discard an elf card to have target creature get -X/-X until end of turn, where X is the number of elves you control.
I don't like this Coil one
Sounds
bit.
dangerous. Sounds dangerous.
This is what you don't like.
Oh wait, is it tap and discard?
Tap and discard.
Oh,
it doesn't
it's
have
fine.
haste.
It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pass the turn.
Coil, you didn't pay for your tithe, right?
I did not. No.
Yeah, okay, cool. Untap, upkeep, draw. Get some stuff, do some things. Play a land for turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total, maybe? Or I play a tapped land and it's 7. I think we'll play a plains for turn.
This is the most mana I've ever seen a Nazahn deck have.
6, 7, 8. Isn't it great?
My
It's
Nazahn deck never had that much mana.
Well,
It's
I'm gonna try to. We'll just do this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 left treasures and cast Nazahn. When I cast it, I can scry 1. I will keep that on top, but it doesn't matter because when Nazahn enters the battlefield, I'm gonna go search for the hammer. We're gonna pull out the hammer.
Hammer.
Of course. Toward the bottom there. Great.
Nazahn's hammer.
When it or another equipment enters the battlefield under my control, I can attach it to target creature I control. And it gets +2/+0 and indestructible. I'm going to stick that on Nazahn. You know, the thing about Nazahn is I always forget. I've played this deck. It's my first deck. It's probably the deck I played the most. I always forget about that second part of text. Whenever equipped creature you control attacks, you may tap target creature defending player controls. I'm going to have to remember that.
I had no idea that. And I've played Nazahn so many times.
Yeah, I just never pay attention to that.
I also forgot that was on it.
Okay, so deck is shuffled. I have 2 mana left. I'm so silly. I should have done that. I should have done that first. Should have done it first.
Should have done it first.
That's okay. I'm going to go to combat. And how big is this Svella over here?
2-4.
2-4. Oh yeah.
2-4 or 2-3?
2-4.
Coil's like, let me quickly look at this other commander I sometimes play.
I don't think I can rumble. What's yeah, I can rumble over at Coil. I'm gonna attack Coil for 3 with the Exalted trigger on Quizali Pridemate.
That's fine. No blocks.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna sack these 2 treasures. This is what I should have done first. Pure Steel Paladin. It says whenever an equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. I've sequenced improperly there, but that's okay.
Have a nice night, Stacked EDH. Thanks for stopping by.
Enjoy the vegan mash. Sounds delish. That's it. That's it for me.
Sweet. I'm gonna untap then. I'm gonna draw. I'm not gonna pay the 2.
Heyo.
I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, 2. Yeah. 2 green, blue, red. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out Xyris.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna play let's play a Breeding Pool Taps.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, so end of turn, I would like to cast Essence Flux to exile Whirler Rogue and then return to the battlefield. So I'm going to make a Whirler Rogue.
Right.
Which is going to make 2 Thopters. So I'm going to actually do this with dice so that I can track them. So I have 4 untapped Thopters.
Sure.
And then the Whirler Rogue that I have comes back to the battlefield and makes 2 more Thopters. So I have 6 Thopters.
Yep.
Okay.
Love it.
And if we're a spirit, it would get a +1/+1 counter?
The card itself says if it's a spirit, yes. It is.
Nice.
Orvar could have got a +1/+1 counter. That's about it.
Yeah, but
dude, that's some sweet art. This spirity thing holding a couple of like rapiers or whatever they are. Like thin swords.
All right, so now I'm going to untap and I'm going to draw for turn. Hey Kyoji, yes, Mr. Big Benz did give out community subs. Welcome, and thanks for coming back to the stream. I am going to play a command beacon.
Not paying for tithe.
I am not.
Yeah,
hey Draco Lucian, and then I am going to play. What do I want here? How does this card read? It's 2.
Left to right, top to bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
exactly. I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to play Mirage Mirror.
Oh.
I like it.
So now I can make maybe something of someone else's and then copy it and then keep 1.
I like it.
But I don't have the ability to do that yet. I wish.
Also, I keep going to respond to chat, but my keyboard is on the tray underneath my desk, and my cat is in my lap.
Oh.
And so I cannot type at the moment.
That rolls. I saw the kitty peek out. I think your cat fixed your green screen too. Your cat appeared and the green screen.
If I'm sitting back, the lighting is correct, but if I come up here, then it gets out of funk really quickly.
Oh my gosh.
So you're not just lounging.
Yeah,
This is form and function.
I am also lounging because I'm incapable of just sitting up straight, but
Nice.
All right,
I'm
gonna pay 2. No, I'm not. I'm gonna move to combat, and I am going to swing. Am I gonna swing? Kind of like blockers. I guess I should write that this is a Whirler Rogue.
That would be helpful.
Yeah. And it is a 2/2. Same as that one.
Do we have to worry about the flood counter, or is that just inconsequential?
It's inconsequential, but I have the Infinitoken keyword counters, so I'm putting flood counters on things.
Nice. Okay, just making sure.
It's actually your third island right now for a mystic sanctuary.
That is
Oh,
true. It is an
Very
island.
very nice.
Kyoji says there's a cool video on YouTube. Max Makes Magic, and he made Tybalt into an artifact creature land with all types. It reminded me of the super clone a judge friend made called the Onion. Nice. I'm going to swing with 4 of these Thopters in the air at Colin.
Yes, I suppose I don't have any flying blockers. I will be taking 4
4 there, and I have 2 of these are untapped.
gracefully and grandly.
And then I'm going to pass.
The end of your turn, I am going to sacrifice my Lissalana Scarblade to my Phyrexian Tower for 2 black mana. And with the death trigger on the stack for my Miara, I'm going to pay 1 and 1 life to draw a card, and I will not pay 2 for Smothering Tithe.
Hooray.
Colin getting all the value from a Smothering Tithe.
I'm just going to end up emptying my hand. There's going to be... I'm waiting on Claybee to help with the card draw situation.
Oh, that is going to happen with that Xyris, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I will not pay 1 extra for Smothering Tithe, or 2 extra for
2,
Smothering
yeah, gotcha.
I will play Myron the Moaning Well as my land for turn.
Yes. Wait, is that how it's pronounced? Is it Mirren? How's that pronounced?
Mirren?
I don't know.
It's Meyer with an N at the Mire with an N, which is why I said
Mirren. I would say Mirren.
Mirren.
But I'm originally from South Jersey. There's like a whole South Jersey accent where if something's hard to say, you just say it the easier way.
Meren.
Like, Mern.
Mern.
Yeah, I
Mern.
think like Mern.
The well is
Mern.
moaning, okay? We get it. It's the moaning well.
Wells. So well.
Ask not who the well moans for, it moans for thee.
I'm going to sacrifice Miara to my Phyrexian Tower for 2 black. I'm going to have it go to the graveyard, and then I will tap for a total of 6 to cast my other commander, Nadier.
Nice.
So
nice.
Nadier is the one that makes
Yeah,
the
when
elves,
when it leaves the battlefield, I make elves equal to its power. Number of 1/1 green elf creature tokens.
It's best to steal it.
Kyoji said that they played against Zuby last night, a 5-color persistent petitioners deck, milled Zuby for 12, and Zuby responded by attacking for lethal. Oh
That
no!
makes sense.
That sounds like Zuby.
Oh no!
I am going to pass the turn. After.
All right.
I'm so sorry, Kyoji.
Keep draw. Let's see. Can do some things.
Oh, it was a
1, 2,
Winota
3,
Allies
4,
deck.
5.
Zuby was playing. Cool.
I'm gonna play this Balaged Recovery as a land. Balaged Sanctuary tapped.
MDFCs, big fan. Put him in every deck.
MDFCs.
Put him in every
So
set.
it would have been. I was thinking about playing that early and then bouncing it back with the Selesnya Sanctuary, but it was more. It was better to do it this way. Okay, we are going to start by paying 3 mana for a Miri Weatherlight Duelist. Miri has first strike. When it attacks, each opponent can't block with more than 1 creature, and as long as Miri is tapped, no more than 1 creature can attack you each combat. Then going to sack 3 treasures. Probably should have tapped the Path of Ancestry. I'm all over the place today. Sack 3 treasures for a Whisper Silk Cloak, and I'm gonna attach that to Miri with the hammer trigger.
Sorry, so with the cloak, you've got the Pure Steel Paladin trigger, right?
Yeah, draw a card and attach a thing.
So when you draw that second card for your turn, I'm gonna make a snake, thanks to Xyris.
Cool. Perfect. Okay, draw a card. I'm gonna attach the Whisper Silk Cloak to Miri.
Okay, we have a
Great.
question in chat. So I was on Scrap Trawlers the other night, and we talked about utility lands on a budget. Are the MDFCs, the modal double face cards from Zendikar Rising, utility lands in your opinion? I argue yes, because they are a land on one side and can do something other than tapping for mana. Plaid also agrees. What is everyone's thought on that here on stream?
I think they totally are.
Yeah?
They're just ones that enter the battlefield tapped.
Yeah, they're tapped lands, and in the late game, they're awesome spells.
Okay.
I replaced the land to put this in my deck, and I will continue to do so until it's a problem.
I don't, because it comes in tapped, personally.
I love them.
By the way,
Yeah.
Claybee, I'm reading your commander, and when I drew one card at the end of Andy's turn with my Miara trigger, your Xyris would trigger then too, right?
That's right. For some reason I was thinking it was only like only the first card each turn, but it's their draw step.
Yeah, as long as it's
So,
Ah.
In the meantime, I'm gonna pay 2 for a Stoneforge Mystic.
Hey,
I'm gonna go
Colin's getting all the good things.
search for a thing, and I think the best thing to do would be to find one that costs 1 so that I could get in there now. I suppose.
Okay,
I'm
so-
gonna find a Basilisk Collar. I'm gonna put that in my hand and shuffle my library.
That's a good card, Colin.
Yeah, that's a good card. I like that card.
All right, chat says they treat the MDFCs as a spell, but they leave their land count high. Okay. I think I've cut lands for them, I'll be honest. Not even just the mythics that can come in with a lightning bolt to yourself.
Yeah.
I like them.
I'm gonna sack the last treasure to attach Basilisk Collar to Nazhan. And then I'm going to move to combat.
Now, do you need to swing at me? Because I can make it unblockable.
Colin, just making sure you drew for your collar.
Oh, I didn't. Thank you. You're amazing.
I got you. Because I get it. That's the only reason I'm paying attention.
Yeah, great. I'm not, apparently. Okay, so I don't need to swing at you, Andy. I think I've swung at you a few times. Claybee is at 40 life, so that would be my...
I 100% understand that. If you want to take into the consideration that there's going to be a lot more treasures produced once I start getting in with my commander.
Yeah, and you also have a chump blocking snake.
Does it have death touch, or it's just a snake?
No,
Just snake.
no, but I mean, it has indestructible, but it doesn't get any damage in. So I think the real target here is Coil. Coil.
Do you want it unblockable, or are you just swinging?
You can already tap down my creature if he wants to.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna tap down Nadier.
What if I say I just won't block with it? Do you have to tap it down?
Yes, it must be done.
That is the worst.
It doesn't. It doesn't have to, but I don't like Nadier. I had some problems
just don't
with
like
Nadier in our
Nadier.
boxing league. Yeah. So
How much damage am I taking?
8 because of the exalted trigger,
I will take 8 commander damage.
and I will gain 8. And then I now have 3 artifacts, so I can equip for 0, which is nice. I will just equip the Basilisk Collar to the Pride Mage and pass a turn.
I don't like that Pride Mage.
Cat Wizards, man, they're the coolest.
Cat
This
Wizards.
staff, this thing is so
Alrighty,
cool.
sweet. I'm gonna untap. I'm gonna draw. I'm not gonna pay for tithe.
Thank you.
So let's see. Yeah, alrighty. Gonna go to combat. Xyris is going to swing at Colin. So that is 3 commander damage in the air.
I do not have any flying. I'll take 3.
Sweet. And then Colin and I are both going to draw 3.
That is great. This is the best. I love this commander.
I'm not going to pay for those 3 tithe triggers.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
I'm going to get 3 more snakes.
Sweet.
Oh gosh.
It's okay. I'm in green and white. There's no instance at all happening right now.
And then let's see. How do we...
Xyris is that scary commander when there's what is it, Perforos or Impact Tremors?
Perforos is not in this deck because of Perforos having the I was like, oh, the gods are too close to people. And Impact Tremors doesn't work with the Karuga stipulation.
That's right. I forgot it is Karuga as the companion.
Yeah. So let's. It's tough. So I'm gonna play Command Tower.
Hi.
Going to tap. I sequenced poorly. That's okay.
Theme of the night. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Nope. 4 and a green for Hour of Promise.
Oh yes.
Oh no, that's not the one I thought it was.
Dan just redeemed a deck request. Dan, send your deck request over to me or to Coil if you have one for a game, either the next game, depending on the power level, or next week's stream.
We got a call for veto.
We got a veto. All right, I'll play veto.
You can't veto a deck request.
You can.
They already made the point. Okay, all right.
I'm gonna get Nykthos and Field of the Dead.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Very nice.
So I'm gonna make 2 zombies.
Yep.
Oh shoot! I should have. I'm silly.
Should have
Copied Smothering Tithe with your Mirage Mirror.
Or the Xyris to make snakes. Yes, Coil. I should have done all those things.
I thought about that, but I just thought like he's got to have something real good in his hand, otherwise.
Alrighty then, and Andy, I'll go ahead and pass to you then.
Okay. Oh, chat. If you're asking about what this land is, this is a Halimar Depths that I copied earlier. Or are you talking about Clay's draw? What were your 2 lands you got again?
Nykthos and Field of the Dead.
Nykthos, Field of the Dead. Okay. End of turn. I am going to pay 5 to Blue Sun Zenith myself to draw 2 cards, and I'm not paying for either of those draws.
Heyo. So Nykthos is the devotion land, right?
That's correct.
It's interesting in a 3-color deck. I don't think I've ever seen that.
All right, so I'm gonna draw 2, and then I'm going to shuffle this in.
It's mostly because there's a bunch of the like I said, there's a bunch of big green creatures, and so at least like last game, it wasn't unusual for it to have like 8 or 9 green devotion.
Nice.
Also, I'm very sorry. I have to discard to hand size, and I'm going to discard this Rimewood Falls.
All right.
Cool. Yoji runs Nykthos in a 5-color deck, apparently.
I love it.
Tap. I will draw for my turn. I am not going to be paying. I am going to play a Polluted Delta, and then I'm going to fetch and lose a life. And it is going to be... Actually, I'm not going to fetch yet. That seems really silly to do that way. I'm going to gain my life back.
Sorry, you didn't pay for this tithe thing, right?
No.
All good.
I'm going to pay 3 for a Spellseeker.
Very nice.
And I'm going to go search my library for instant or sorcery CMC 2 or less. That's not going to be a Cyclonic Rift.
Oh, good.
Agnes
I
winking.
know what it is. I think if you're grabbing the card,
I think I have to, right? Because I don't know how often I'm going to play this on stream. So
you gotta do it.
So of course you gotta do it. I just don't know if I have a good enough target for it to matter.
Is it Mystic Reflection?
It is not. It is going to be a Whim of Volrath.
Yeah, Kyoji called it Whims of Volrath in the chat.
Yeah, so this is, for an instant for 1 with buyback for 2, I changed the text of target permanent by replacing all instances of one color word or basic land type with another. So the nice thing is it doesn't have to actually change text. It can just do it.
Okay.
This is definitely a card that I had never seen
It
before.
is, yes. Chat says this stupid card is $40 right now. Yes, on our podcast a couple of weeks ago, we talked about it and said, well, if you want to talk about cards, we talked about cards that spiked because of a specific commander, and this was like the most recent one that we had talked about, saying this is ridiculous. And Persistent Petitioners was another one that, I mean, it's not crazy, but you need like 30 of them, right? Or maybe not 30, but a lot.
I have like 15 right now, and it's not enough for a real deck, and I don't want to spend the money on anymore.
All right, so I'm going to pay 1 and the buyback cost on Whim of Volrath to make a copy of Whirler Rogue.
Sure.
I'm going to change all instance of a color word or a basic land type. Actually, I wonder if I can. No, actually, no. I'll just make a copy of a land. I'm gonna make a copy of Castle Vantress.
Okay.
2 floating castles. Non-legendary castles. There's just a bunch of them floating around.
I, for one, appreciate the, let's
Or do I
just
do
not
that?
make lands legendary.
Hold on.
I appreciate it in card design. I just don't know if it makes sense.
Actually, I am gonna fetch
Yeah.
with this polluted delta, and I am going to grab a land. So I am gonna lose my 1 life now.
I mean, in the end, how many Stoneforge Mystics do you think are really running around out there? You think they're all sitting around in a circle,
It's at least a playset. It's at least a playset.
4 of them on across.
And they hang around with batter skulls a lot.
I gotcha.
Chat says I'm going to Castle Vantress, and someone goes, "Which one?" There's 17. All right, I'm going to get. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to fetch for a Mystic Sanctuary, which is an island.
Cool.
And then I'm going to shuffle, and then I am going to put Essence Flux back on top. Is it Essence Flux that I want on top, or is it Aquatex Will? I'll put Essence Flux on top. Okay, so now I'm going to. Actually, this is an instant. I don't have to do it right now, do I? No. I'm gonna move to combat. I'm gonna move to combat. We just call that the Ren Fair. I will swing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at Coil.
Wow.
Seems like the right choice.
Hit a guy while he's down.
That's Colin's fault. I can't believe he did that to you.
Wow, you both.
And then
I think we can all agree that I have done absolutely nothing wrong here, and am without blame.
Exactly. I am going to pass the turn.
2 of the cards on your current board state were in my possession less than 3 hours ago, Andy.
That's true. Coil and I traded, and I now have a Mirage Mirror and a Spell Seeker thanks to my lovely co-host.
Very nice.
I
Boy,
choose
it's 1%.
not to pay for the Smothering Tithe.
Hooray.
I will play this swamp as my land for turn. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to swing Nadier at Colin.
Sweet. All right, how big is Nadier?
3-3.
A 3/3.
Yeah. What are you going to do about it?
I am not going. I am not going to block.
You're going to take 3 commander damage.
I am going to take 3 commander damage.
Cool. Thanks.
Now I don't have to tap Nadier down when I come back for my revenge.
Oh, yeah, you will. I'm going to sacrifice Nadier to Phyrexian Tower.
Colin,
Oh, very nice.
how many
very
treasures
nice.
do you have right now?
8.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot
The
of
Smothering Tithe isn't going to win the game. Claybee tried to play it off like they're not doing anything wrong, but they drew me 3 cards. Xyris is going to win me the game. The treasures are just going to help.
What am I supposed to do? Not play my commander?
Just don't attack the person with eight treasures.
True. I just wanted like one swing in there. You were also at 41. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
So it was like take 3 commander damage in exchange for your 3 mana and 3 cards drawn.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because like I played this deck often, and the issue is like if I ever get Smothering Tithe out, I'll dump my hand and that's it. But the card draw will
Right.
definitely help.
What's funny is even on my turn, then like Andy now has a multitude of flyers.
Yeah.
Isn't that
And
great?
hitting coil, and hitting coil feels bad.
I agree.
Isn't it
with that.
great?
All right, what do you got, Coil? What's going on over there?
I'm thinking like really hard over here.
I'm putting the pressure on.
I know you are. I'm gonna tap 5 total mana, and I am going to cast a Return Upon the Tide.
What
To
is
return-
this card?
Return target creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. If it's an elf, create 2 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens.
Very
And I
nice.
could have foretold it, but I'm gonna target Nadier.
I love it.
Foretell you what? You didn't.
You don't know.
You
I
don't know.
Return Upon the Tide is one of my favorite archetype on Kaldheim draft is the taking every Coma's Faithful, which is the elf that mills everyone 3.
Oh yeah.
And
Lifelink.
just doing that with every reanimator spell, and you just take
Oh yes.
and so like people won't take it, so you'll end up with like 5 or 6 of this one elf, and then like 4 or 5 ways to get it back. It's great. You just stall the game until you mill out. I love that deck, or I love that archetype, I guess.
Also
Yeah.
has some root.
I'm also
Yes.
gonna cast Reanimate on
Oh.
Miara.
Oh yes.
Look at
So
Coil.
both commanders back.
7 creatures, NBD.
No
And then
big
I'll
deal.
pass. The
But
5 of them are 1/1.
No.
At least it's not the
big
one
deal.
that
Okay.
taps and discards an elf to give something -7 at this point.
That's in
I
the
love-
graveyard.
I love mono black elves. This is great.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. I will play a land for turn. It will be forest, probably. That's good. Good choice. Then I will try to play an equipment to draw another card. I think that's about right. I'm gonna pay 1 for a Masterwork of Ingenuity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw a card off of the cast and attach it to. I'm gonna copy. Hammer of Nazahn is legendary. I think I'm going to copy the Whisper Silk Cloak and attach it to Nazahn.
Okay.
So
I
Nazahn
made a
is
sneak.
now. Oh yes, cool. Because I drew an extra card. Then I have a lot of treasures. Holy moly! I'm going to tap 4, 1, 2, 3, and Path of Ancestry 4 for Leonin Abunas. Artifacts I control can't be the targets of spells or abilities my opponents control. I'm going to scry 1 because of Path of Ancestry. Shares a creature type.
Yeah.
I'll leave that on top. Then I gotta go a little deeper here. This is 8, 9, 10, and I have 4 9. Gonna pay 2 for a thought vessel. So now I have 8, 9. Going to pay
Colin,
1, 2.
how many cards do you have in hand still?
Don't ask me. Ask Claybee. I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for Rebecca, Architect of Ascension.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Artifacts I control have protection from each converted mana cost among artifacts I control. So it's protection of 4, 1, and 3.
Okay.
And 0.
And 0.
And 0. Let's not forget about
2.
0.
And 2. Thought vessel.
Oh yeah, and 2. And then I'm going to sack 4 treasures, 4 green, plus 1 from the thought vessel for a Seedborn Muse.
Oh.
All right.
Wait, does that do anything though?
It just untaps all permanents I control at each.
Yeah,
I don't
but
have
what are
any
you doing
instants.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
I'm
it's
just giving
pseudo vigilance at this
pseudo
point.
vigilance.
It also allows Stoneforge Mystic to put something into play on each turn.
I can tell you I don't have any equipment in my hand
Yet.
All right, fine. I won't do anything about that.
Okay, are we good?
We're good, I guess.
I'm gonna move to combat.
Uh-oh. Spaghetti.
And yeah, I will get a little bit of retribution, I suppose, on Coil. What is your you got the commander damage? Coil?
Retribution.
Didn't you attack me with your commander?
After you hit me for 8?
There's a lot of elves.
I don't know what your definition of retribution is.
Okay. I'll take it easy. We won't go at you with my commander.
You can come at me, but
No.
not for retribution.
Be honest when you hit me.
Andy, I'm gonna send Nazhan at you for 7. It won't have an exalted trigger because Miri is coming at Coil for 3.
Okay, so when Miri's tapped, what does that say?
Whenever. Oh, and I gotta tap something down with Nazhan, but whenever Miri attacks, each opponent can't block with more than 1 creature this combat. I am going to tap down. Let's see. Probably. What's that? Oh yeah, whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, you may tap. Okay, so I can tap 2 things down. So we're gonna tap Miara and Nadier. And these are both unblockable. Anyway.
I think the creature, it's to their defending player.
Oh, to the defending player? Oh yeah, you're right. So I'll tap Nadier, and I will tap... God, there's so many Thopters. Let's tap... To make it easy on you, we'll tap the Spell Shaper. Yeah. I didn't want to have you...
Is Nazahn unblockable?
It is.
It is.
Nazhan has a Masterwork of Ingenuity that's a copy of the Whisper Silk Cloak.
Okay. So I'm
it's
taking
7.
7 commander damage.
Oh, I forgot to put lifelink on it. Oh, well. Oops.
Well, you'd have to move the cloak.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But I can because of Pure Steel Paladin.
I just took my 7.
Okay.
I took my 3.
Okay. Then I will second main.
Why does Claybee still have 40 life, Colin?
Claybee's drawing me cards. I'm gonna move the cloak onto the Paladin. I'm gonna move the Basilisk collar onto Nazhan. I'm gonna move the cloak back onto Nazhan. And then I'll pass the turn.
Colin, there's too much happening.
I'm gonna untap also.
Yeah, tap with me. The more the merrier. I'm gonna draw for turn.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
You can have it.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's, I guess,
Good lord.
if we properly sequence this, we go to combat. And again, I'm going to hit I'm going to hit Colin for 3 in the Xyris.
Hooray! I will gladly take the 3.
In response to that, I'm going to pay 2 and turn Mirage Mirror into a copy of Smothering Tithe.
Cool.
Okay.
That's awesome. I am going to draw 3, and I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Smothering Tithe
Okay.
triggers.
Okay?
I'm going to draw 3. I'm not going to pay for either of your triggers.
Yes.
Oh, that is an instant. Sweet.
3
Forgot about
treasure. Chat says
Forgot
the
about what I left.
disrespect.
Oh, yeah, and then Colin, you get 3 treasures then.
Me. Yeah.
so up
I
to
should
4.
actually write treasure, I guess.
3 snakes. And so then let's.
Now I need to make a copy of... Actually, now's the turn I think I make a copy of it, right? Because right now it's a Smothering Tithe. I make a copy of it. It now stays a permanent Smothering Tithe.
You
Right.
get a permanent copy of Smothering Tithe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how great would
Oh,
that be?
nice. That is
I mean, you could
awesome.
you could have had 2 copies of it.
I could have had
Yeah,
3
ability.
because I have 6
There you
mana.
go.
1, 2, 3.
Uh,
Oh no, I could have had just. Yeah, you're right. It
So I'm
wouldn't have
gonna 1 green blue to play Uro.
I'm gonna, in response to Uro, I'm gonna pay 1 and buy back Whim of Volrath on my Smothering Tithe to
Sure.
make a copy of Smothering Tithe.
In response, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna sack 2 treasures to cast Eldarmi's Call and search for a creature, reveal it, put it into my hand.
Alrighty.
Just because
I'm
it
gonna
seemed
gain-
like a good time.
I'm gonna gain 3. I'm going to draw a card. I'm not gonna pay for the 3. 5 triggers now.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I get to put sorry, the Hinterland Harbor. I got a zombie, and then I get to put another land into play. I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so I can do a tap land. I'm gonna do Temple of Mystery. I'm gonna make another zombie. I'm gonna scry. Uro is going to get sacked.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice.
then for 5 blue, I'm going to play Nazahn.
Oh, very nice.
Oh my goodness.
Is that when can you read Nazahn again? I know I just played it on stream last week.
The spell can't be countered. I have no maximum hand size. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card. Discard 3 cards, exile Nazahn, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step.
It's not a May.
It is not a May. The draw is not a May.
So if you choose not to exile Nazahn, Andy could have infinite mana right now.
How?
You cast your copy
Oh,
spell
you're
to make another
right.
copy of Smothering Tithe, and you keep doing it and have more and more copies of Smothering Tithe.
Yeah,
And
well,
he's required to draw on each cast trigger, making you more treasures to cast the spell more for more Smothering Tithes.
what an interaction, folks. You've
It's
seen it
kinda
all
crazy.
now. You've seen it all here.
In the meantime, the creature I found was Protector of the Crown.
What is that?
Oh,
It is
fog one.
when it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to Protector of the Crown instead.
Yes.
That seems obnoxious.
It is I'm the worst.
It's
Oh,
really
sorry.
great when you can reanimate it over and over again too.
Or make it indestructible and
Yeah.
shrouded, and
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Clay, I'm sorry. Were you going to start moving towards your end step? Is that what you were doing?
Yes, I was gonna pass.
Okay.
Yep.
Before that, the Nazahall's out. before the Mirage Mirror changes, though, so I guess before the end of the second main phase, I am going to buy back the Whim of Volrath again, making another Smothering Tithe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw on that, and because of the cast,
Yep,
and
And are you paying for? Well, there's only 3 still right now because this one's not out yet, I don't believe.
I cannot pay. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna make 2 more treasures, and then I'm gonna do it once more.
Wait, did you make 2 treasures? Was there 2 cards drawn?
Mirage Mirror is still. I did it before the end step, so it's still a Smothering Tithe. So now I'm gonna do it again, and make a 3rd Smothering Tithe. Would you like to pay?
Okay.
This is with 3 Smothering Tithes currently.
It's 4
in
Smothering
existence?
Tithe. This will be the 4th with the Mirage Mirror Smothering Tithe. Hey, Infinite Tokens. Yes, there are lots of tokens tonight.
So in response to the cast, I would hold on. I guess it doesn't matter what I do, right? Because even if I exile,
If you exile it now, I don't have the 3rd mana to be able to cast and buy this back again
This turn.
this turn.
The Nazahn wouldn't return until, I guess you're doing it as the end of the second main phase, not the end step.
Correct.
So Nazahn
So-
would still return this turn.
so it would come back on the main, the one.
It comes
one
back at
here.
the.
This
It comes back
actually
at
just
end
makes
step, right?
infinite mana for me. What's happening right now is,
And it mills Claybee?
and it mills, essentially it mills Claybee is what's happening right now.
So it's not infinite.
It stops
it's
once
a
Claybee
lot.
has drawn their last card.
Right. So,
Yikes. This is last night someone played Vorinclex and I had a Cauldron of Souls out and I could just repeatedly bring back all my creatures. It was like unexpected consequences, great cards.
interesting. Okay. So, I guess it doesn't matter what I do other than how many Smothering Tides you get. I'm gonna exile. In response to this cast.
Okay.
Discarding.
Okay, so this just comes back then.
Yeah.
You're not gonna draw then.
Goodness.
What a card! What a silly card.
Well, technically, you still get the draw triggers on the stack.
right because
Because it was cast. Yeah,
So this
the
one
draw-
time-
the draw will still happen.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
that's right.
will still get 3 treasures. I get 4 treasures then. No,
No, you won't have the Smothering Tithe
Okay.
won't be on the battlefield yet.
but I get 3 because I have
Then
3
do what?
Smothering Tithes.
Yeah, and I'll get one.
So then I guess I could try again, right?
Yeah, but Nezahal's not on the battlefield anymore.
Oh, but like in response
In
to the
response
exile
to the
trigger?
exile, right? Because this resolves comes back before that would happen.
No, so the draw triggers got
no,
put on the stack. Then he discarded 3, or then Clay discarded 3 cards to exile Nazahn.
Then
So
the
that
rating
resolves.
Okay.
Then the draw triggers resolve. Draw trigger. Sorry, one trigger.
And then your buyback thing resolves,
Then-
so you didn't have it back
Okay.
in hand.
That's fair. Okay. All right, so that's now gone, I guess, right now. And then I am going to cast... well, I mean, I guess...
My God.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do. I guess I'll pay 3 now. And I'm going to Whim of Volrath the Soul Ring. And make,
Sure.
make a Soul Ring.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. You were worried about my board state.
Okay.
It's untapped though, right?
When you create a token of it?
I don't want to
I
keep
would-
spending time on this turn. I feel bad, so I'm just going to stop. And I'm going to go to the next turn.
Okay. When you untap all right.
Alrighty.
So Nezahal comes back.
At the end
On my
step.
on the end step.
Okay. Untap, drawing an Essence Flux. I am going to...
I think I just like threw this game with this Nazahn. And
Yeah,
I was,
that's kind of crazy.
like, I was excited to just draw some cards, and I
I'm going to pay 3 to Whim of Volrath, my Smothering Tithe, to make a 4th with buyback.
Nazahn trigger.
yeah. Yeah, I
It's not back in his
Look,
hand.
you
He
gotta wait
cast it
for,
right
like, a-
now.
Force of negation or force of will.
no, I have no force. So I
Draw a card.
yeah, I draw a card, and I can't like. There's, I mean, I'm still gonna exile Nazahn
Okay.
again,
And I make 3
Uh,
treasures.
and I draw a card. Yes,
I make
still
one
can't.
treasure. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, Colin.
I'm good.
Okay, so Nazahn is gone now. I am going to...
Oh,
um,
my son. Finian, go to bed, buddy.
I'm gonna
He's awake over here.
I'm gonna pay 2 with this Soul Ring, and I am going to turn Mirage Mirror into Xyris.
Ooh.
And then I am going to move to combat, and I am going to swing. Xyris is what power?
3.
Colin, do you have flying?
I have nothing that flies
Okay,
or reach.
I'm gonna swing Xyris at Colin, along with 6 Thopters.
Okay. So total of 9 damage coming at me.
9 damage.
All right. I'll be taking 9.
And we're gonna each draw 3.
Yes, we are.
Okay, I'm not gonna pay for your Smothering Tide triggers, and I have
I will be paying for you.
I have 9 triggers of Smothering Tithe.
Oh man. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll pay for 6 of them.
That's
So.
you tap 7 mana there.
1,
of
2,
those
3,
is a
4,
double.
5, 6. Oh, 7, 8. Then I'll pay for an extra one. 8 total, and I'll get 3 treasures also.
Okay, so I'll get 4 treasures? No, you're paying for 8 of the 9?
I'm paying for 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
4 of
6, 7, 8 total into it. Yeah, so I pay for 4.
Okay, so I get 4.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 treasures. Okay, I am going to I think at this I don't have no max hand size, so I have to cast cards. I'm gonna play Thermal Flux to remove this. I'm gonna make this go down to 3. Thermal Flux. I'm going to choose one target non-snow permanent becomes snow until end of turn, or snow permanent isn't snow. So I'm gonna make a Smothering Tithe snow until end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And then I draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep.
You know, that's so stupid. I put the Thought Vessel in here just as a 2-mana ramp. Like, literally, this is one of the 15 cards. I was like, there's no way I'll ever have more than max hand size.
And then I'm going to pay 2 of this into an Arcane Signet. And then I'm going to pass my turn.
Okay, on your end step, Xyris is gonna come back.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Oh, gonna come back. Sorry, not Xyris.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Alright, I'll untap.
Chat, my board is silly. And
Untap.
I'm gonna draw for turn and not pay for any Smothering Tide triggers that are out there.
Hooray.
I'm going to make 4 treasures.
I feel bad with my, 1 Smothering Tide now. Lagging here.
Mono blue ramp. Chat's asking why I do this. I don't know. I actually just stopped at the 1 turn.
So, Andy, you have 7 Nazahn damage currently? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like why you're asking.
Because you're coming at me. And you got a crazy board. You're doing crazy stuff. You got a lot of
I'm gonna tap 5.
Tune in
And,
tomorrow for my article on why Whims of Volrath is a mistake.
Exactly.
Or why it's $40 right now.
I'm gonna cast a coat of arms.
Oh my
Hey-o.
gosh. Yeah.
Cat's in the house.
My Thopters are looking nice.
Nice and tapped.
Ugh.
I mean, if I can make Whirler Rogues right now, I think I can do it how many times? A lot. How many cards so Clay, you're drawing off that?
I am off the coat of arms, yes.
Would you like to pay for my 4 Smothering Tides?
I would love to. I cannot, but I would love to.
All right, I'm gonna make 4 more. Okay.
I'm gonna move to combat.
In before combat, I guess.
Sure.
Or no, I guess I can do it before blocks are declared. Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, everything at Andy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to cast Whim of Volrath. So 3 to make a Whirler Rogue. So I get 2 Thopters. I'll just make this a Thopter, and I'm going to put a 2 on it. Clay, I have...
Oh, yes, because I draw on Whim of Volrath.
I will make 4 more, so I net 1.
Another one.
I'm going to make another one of these, so I'm going to go down to 1 here and make another Whirler Rogue, so I have 2.
Oh, Orvar is a cat too. What's up?
True. And an elf. And a Thopter.
Coat of arms make Orvar just huge.
Orvar is massive.
Orvar is massive.
+1/+1 for every other creature on the battlefield.
And then I'm going to... I mean, I guess I'll...
Does it get +2/+2 for creatures that have 2 of things?
I'm going to make
No.
another
I only
Whirler
count
Rogue.
each creature once.
And then make 4 more treasure here.
Alright, in response to that one, I'm going to exile.
Okay. So, Coil, how many creatures?
I have 7 creatures coming your way.
Okay. I will block with... Well, I guess how many of those... Are those all elves?
They are all elves.
Okay. I will make another Whirler Rogue.
Huh.
Make this...
With thing.
Yeah, with Whim of Volrath. Another
Claybee draws.
This time, Clay does not, because you got rid of the Nez, right? Okay.
That's correct.
Oh, right.
So
Okay,
5, 6,
great.
7. Okay, so now I will block those with Thopters.
Does anyone have any warriors on the battlefield currently?
I do.
I do with Orvar.
Smella, Ice Shaper is a warrior.
Miri is a warrior.
All right, so that's it. 3 other warriors. So Nadier gets +3 from that and +6 from the elves. So it's getting +9/+9.
Do they have trample or
gonna-
anything?
No. I'm going to sacrifice Nadier to my Phyrexian tower
Oh,
to make 9 1/1 elves.
All right.
Nice.
So I've got...
So the elves get a little bigger. Wow.
a
So
bit bigger.
5... So in response to blocks, I could make 10 more Thopters. How many elves do you have?
Yeah. And I have 14, 15 elves. They are elf warriors. So I am going to get an additional +3
To each of them.
to each of them.
Oh, then I guess it doesn't matter, right? I can just block, and none of them have trample or anything, right?
Nope, they all have +17/+17.
So, I mean, these get
Mike,
+13, +13.
I am going to pay 1 life when it dies for my Miara trigger to draw a card. 1 mana, 1 life. I'm
Sure,
not going to pay
sure.
for the smothering. Not going to pay for any of the smothering tides.
Sick.
Okay, so I'm going to get 4 more. Put that at 5. So they're getting plus 17, you said?
Yes.
And right now mine are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So
Plus
if I'm
your shapeshifter, so they get plus 14, plus 14.
All right, I guess I'll make 2 more Whirler Rogues then.
So they'll all get plus 18, plus 18.
Yes. So I'm going to make 2 more Whirler Rogues. I'm going to just put a 3 here. And then I'm going to make 4 more of these. So I guess it's 6. And then I will block.
And my 5/1/1 elves will die. And I will use my last floating mana from my Phyrexian Tower to lose 1 life and draw a card and not pay for any of the stuff.
I will make 4 more treasure.
Main phase 2, I'll play a snow-covered swamp and pass the turn.
Cool. Before the end of your turn, I'm going to tap Stoneforge Mystic, pay 1 and a white to put Sword of the Animist on the battlefield. Oh, shoot. It doesn't matter. I'll put it on Pure Steel Paladin.
Okay.
Okay, then I will untap. Upkeep, draw.
Okay.
That's spicy. Spicy stuff. Okay, land for turn.
Okay.
I'm going to...
Maybe I should run Coat of Arms in this deck coil. I didn't
It's
even think about that with Whirler
a fun
Rogue.
card.
I have 11... Oh, should I have... Whenever an equipment you control enters the battlefield, can I draw a card off of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you pay for the Smothering Tide triggers on the initial draw or that?
I did not, and I will not.
Okay, so I'm going to make 8 more treasure.
Yep. Okay. So then I will... I have 11 treasures. 7 minus 11 is 4.
7 minus 11. No, 11 minus 7?
11 minus 7 is 4. I'm going to cast Zendikar Resurgent.
I'm going to draw a card, and
Smothering Tithe.
I'm not going to pay.
All right, so I'm going to make
Okay.
4.
Okay. Now this casts for 2. I want to make sure that I can do all of this. I have 5. So first I'm going to move the Whisper Silk Cloak onto Kozali Pride Mage.
Okay.
I'm going to
I hope no mistakes were made, just so we all know. This Whim of Volrath. I pray that someone on YouTube's not like, you messed that up 11 turns ago.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm paying 4 for Onsera's Wings. Equip it to Nazhan. Gives it +1/+1 flying, vigilance, and lifelink.
Yeah, I'm going to draw a card.
Nazahn doesn't have a Whisper Silk Cloak on it right now?
I just moved it off.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
4.
So Zendikar Resurgent doubles my mana.
Okay.
I'm going to pay
Doubles your lands, technically.
doubles my lands. Sorry, I'm going to pay
Make that a 6 there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Protector of the Crown. I become the Monarch. What's up?
And now this says what? I'm sorry?
It says all damage that will be dealt to me is dealt to Protector of the Crown instead.
Okay.
I'm going to pay...
Draw a card, right?
Yeah, you drew your
What's
card.
that?
You draw.
For the creature
Zendikar
spell,
Resurgent.
thank you.
And then I'll make 4 more
I'm-
treasure.
Not going to pay for it, that's right. I'm going to pay, so it only adds 1 mana. So this will tap for 3, and this will be 4 for the Shield of Kaldra. Equipped creature is indestructible. I'm going to equip that to the Protector of the Crown.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm gonna draw. Oh, no.
I will
That's
draw a card off of this.
That's a good combination you got going on there.
some good combinations here.
All damage we would deal to you is dealt to the protector and the
To the
Protector of the
indestructible.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
That's right. I am going to then let's see. This is the Sword of the Animist. I'm going to pay 0 with the Pure Steel Paladin to move the Sword of the Animist over here, and I'm going to pay 0 to move the copy of the Whisper Silk Cloak onto Nazahn, and I think that might do it. Andy, you have 7 commander damage. This is 5 plus an Exalted would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not it, huh? What else do I need to do? I thought I had it. Huh.
Does the Cauldra have to be on it?
No, that's not it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11 from Exalted.
11.
Clay looking
Darn.
over at you, you're just blinking.
I was trying real hard there.
Because Coat of Arms, duh.
Oh, that's it. The cats. All the freaking
Okay.
cats and artificers. That's right.
And warriors. There's 9 warriors over
No,
here
it's
too.
a cat artificer.
Ah, darn.
So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 plus Orvar 5 cats and artificers. There are 1, 2, 3 plus
Only got
Orvar.
Orvar once.
Oh, okay. So
You're still at
cats.
and
Cats is 1, 2, 3, 4. Artificer plus 5 for Orvar, and then 1, 2 other artificers. That's it. Coat of Arms. That's why I didn't kill Coat of Arms. I'm going.
Oh wait,
I'm going-
I could kill Coat of Arms.
What?
Can I turn Mirage Mirror into that Kusali, sack it to destroy Coat of Arms?
Yes.
You can
do
try.
I'm gonna pay 2 and turn it into.
You have enough mana.
In
to-
response to that, I will pay 1, sacrifice Kazali Pride Mage, and destroy your Mirage Mirror.
So, in response to this, you can just turn
Minute.
Mirage Mirror into.
Well, I could just. Well, I could, but
Oh,
I could
wait,
just
but it's
make
not on
an.
the battlefield anymore.
I could
But
just
it's
win.
I had to sacrifice it to do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's part of the cost. So
It's part of the
gone now.
cost.
So now I'm. Okay, Mirage Mirror's
Does-
gone.
I say, is there
Hooray.
anything else that can make it survive? If you turn it into a land, then it's not an artifact or an enchantment anymore.
I'll
Does
just-
it fizzle?
I'll just let it go. It's fine.
Okay. Then I'm gonna swing with Nazhan at Andy.
All right, I'm going to cast Leap on Spellseeker to give it flying till end of turn and draw a card,
Uh-oh.
making a copy of
Do you
Spellseeker.
pay for the tithe?
I don't pay for the
Okay.
tithe. So I get a Spellseeker. I'm gonna.
Oh no! What's gonna
Is this an
be spent for
overloaded
7
cyclonic
mana?
I'm
course.
trying not to do that. So I'm trying to
gonna-
not overload it because that's mean. I'm trying to just bounce one thing, but does it have Shroud and
Yeah.
It does. It has Shroud.
And the artifacts all have protection from a bunch of different CMCs.
Yeah.
That's right.
You could bounce Coat of Arms.
Cyclonic
I-
Rift. Bounce a Coat of Arms.
I actually I could do that, right? And then I would still live.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna grab a.
Oh, I tried so hard.
Do I have an individual
I was like-
bounce? Give me a bounce. Come on, give me a bounce. That's not.
My artifact doesn't have protection, I don't think, Draco.
No.
You don't give protection to other.
Artifacts I control have protection. Artifacts I control can't be the targets of spell or abilities. This is a little bit of a ridiculous board state over here. Just a little. So I wouldn't have blamed you for cyclonic rifting, although I would have been very sad.
I'm trying not to do that right now. I'm not seeing an answer, though.
You
This
can 2 mana cyclonic rift the coat of arms.
Yeah.
that's fair. Okay, I'll do that. I'll 2 mana cyclonic rift.
Coat of arms is gone. Okay, so we're back to.
And then, Clay, did you draw?
Drew, yes.
All right, I'm gonna make 4 treasures.
I will make 1.
And then I take how much damage from that?
Okay, so Exalted is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When it attacks, I get a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped. There we go.
So I go to 17.
It's 10, right?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and it has Vigilance.
Sorry, I was talking commander damage. So I'm at 7, so I take 10, so I go up to 17 commander damage, and then I take how much? 10? Exactly. 10?
10.
So, okay.
Down to 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Colin gains 10 because that's lifelink.
I do. And then second main, I have some treasures. I have 8 mana. I'm going to pay 3 of that out of the 5 for recollect. I'm gonna return the Eladamri's call to my hand.
Okay.
And I have 5 mana left. Pay 2 for 3 visits and also 2 more for Eladamri's call. I'll just do those both at the same time. Forest Guard, put it in the battlefield.
Sweet. I'm gonna draw 2 cards on those.
Yeah, and get 2 more tithe triggers.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make 8 more.
You have a lot of treasures.
Yeah. I know. I was trying to stop that from happening.
I think I'm at 41.
It's a lot of treasures.
And you're drawing. Oh, I don't know. That will probably kill me. I have an alms collector in here that would stop Claybee from. No, it's more than 1 card. Okay, that would not help. A creature and a forest. Here's the forest. And the creature I'm going to put in my hand is Captain Sisse.
Now I have to figure out a way to deal with that protector of the crown.
Yeah, so before we end my turn, since you mentioned it.
Yeah, you're the monarch.
I am the monarch. Hold on. Oops. That's a rogue's passage.
This is why I was going to overload that cyclonic rift.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, but I'm gonna move the shroud thingy over to the protector of the crown also, and I will take a look here. Nothing else crazy. Draw for monarch.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna. Before you draw, I'm going to do. I'm gonna cast Whim of Volrath, bought back. What's 41 divided by 3?
13.
13 times. And I'm gonna make 13 Smothering Tithes.
So there'll be 17 triggers on the draw.
Yeah.
Okay, so 17.
Oh god.
I guess technically each one has.
Each one has to resolve individually. I assume Clay, you'll probably just exile that. That's fair. Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I was like, wait, hold on.
So the first one gives me 4. So I'd go from 41 to 45.
Yeah.
And I'm making 13 of them.
And then now it's Colin's draw.
So
and
13 times 3. So I have 6 left.
How many draw triggers did you have, Claybee?
Well, there was only
one.
Okay.
And now, Colin, I have 17 Smothering Tithe triggers.
Okay. Well, I am not going to pay for any of them. I think the goal now is to mill you out.
Okay, so I have 23 mana.
Is it a May whenever opponent draws a card? Oh no, it's not mill. You're not drawing cards.
All right, 23 treasure. Chat says they wish they could do this in their Brutaclad deck.
Oh no.
You can, right? With the Orvar stuff. I mean, in a mono blue deck.
You could in Brutaclad add Whim of Volrath and Orvar, I guess.
Yeah, and just hope you're playing against the Smothering Tithe.
And then, Colin, did you have anything else in your turn?
No, I've drawn for my Monarch trigger, and I will untap with you.
Wait.
At your upkeep, I'm going to spend 21 of this to make 7 more Smothering Tithes with the Whims of Volrath.
So that was at end step. So
Right, so
Nazahn is
Nazahn
not
is
actually back yet.
Yeah, perfect.
That's fine.
So you can make the Smothering Tithes, but
That's
Sweet.
No, that's fine. Well, I was
There's
doing this
only-
after the untap
Okay, so
stuff.
I'm gonna draw. I cannot pay the.
So 6,
Tithe.
12, 18. It's 24.
I cannot pay the 24.
So
do you have any math PhDs in chat? Andy's gonna need some help with this at some point.
26 off each draw.
Wow.
Sick.
Can anyone just kill the?
It's just 24 off each
Nazahn?
draw. You had 2 left over.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 24 off each draw. Yep.
Bane of Progress, the biggest Bane of Progress you've ever seen in your entire life.
Gosh.
And that was one of the cards that was one of the last cuts I made to this deck.
That's
Because I was like,
funny.
I was running so many enchantments and artifacts that draw extra cards. That feels like it's bad. That would have been great. So let's see. We're gonna start 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I only have 11 mana. Feels really bad.
Oh,
I'll play an islands. Make a zombie.
Is Nazahn back now?
No.
No.
Oh, is
I'm
exiled on your... Okay.
Yeah. Nazahn won't come back until my end step. So let's.
I saw you taking a picture of your board state.
It's kind of cool. This is cool.
I'm trying to think. So
Andy said he was gonna win in chat, so I figured I'd take a picture before he ended it here.
Andy.
I said I was going to try to figure it out.
How many Thopters?
Thopters right now, I have untapped. I have 12 untapped Thopters.
12 untapped Thopters, and you can make for 3 mana. You can make 8 more.
For 3 mana, so 26 divided by 3, I can make a Whirler Rogue for, is that 13 Whirler Rogues, which would make 26 more Thopters.
Well, it would make 8 more Whirler Rogues, which would make 16 more Thopters, right? 26 mana divided by 3 for the Whims of Volrath.
Yeah, so correct, yes. You're right. It's 26 Thopters.
Whirler Rogue makes 2 or 3?
It makes 2.
2.
So you'll
Okay, so
make
you're
8
making 8
copies
Whirler
times
Rogues.
2.
So 16.
16, I'm sorry, yes.
Very good. So that's
By the way,
damn.
if anyone after Andy untaps can tap down Miri, Andy can only attack with 1 creature. Just putting that out there.
Quick,
God.
tap it.
I can't. I realized the Seedborn Muse is a non-bow with Miri after the first go around.
Thank you for the follower, No Roadie.
So I just don't have any way to deal with any of this. I think
Cast free cards from the top of your library.
I think what I needed was the coat of arms to still be around.
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Andy, stop it. I'm just going to play a Nadier Kraken.
Sweet.
It's a Nadier Kraken.
And that's actually going to be my turn.
All right, I'm gonna make 8 Whirler Rogues.
On win.
Before your end step.
For my end step? Okay.
Yep.
Alright, sweet. So then we will go to my end step. And Nazahn will come back.
Okay. I will now can I respond after that has come back once?
You have yes, you get a round priority.
I'm just gonna
or...
I'm gonna essence flex one of the Whirler Rogues.
The non-token copy, I assume.
Yes, that would be the smart play.
'Cause you only have 2 treasure left, right? Before this.
Correct.
Because you made that 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and so then I will draw. And unfortunately, you'll make 24 treasure.
Correct. Yep. So back up.
Wow.
26, and I have now a 9th. All right, I guess I have 12 Whirler Rogues.
I love that.
Okay, and that gives me 2 more of these. 18. All right, I am going to untap and draw for my turn. So I have 18 plus 12 is 30, and then plus 6, 36.
Cool.
Okay, so I have 36, and I have to find a way to deal with that protector of the crown, right?
Good luck. It's got protection out the wazoo.
Yeah, I know it does.
Interesting.
All right, well, I guess I will. Man, 36 is. That's like still not enough. I figured it would be. All right, I guess. Coil, you have 9 untapped.
On the ground, yes.
So I'm gonna do. I'll make a 4 here and change this to 14.
Need a crashing drawbridge, Andy.
I guess.
I don't even think a crashing drawbridge would do it.
That's a 5 actually, because I don't have that extra thopter. Okay, I'm gonna move to combat, and I'm gonna swing 14 thopters at Coil, and then all the Whirler Rogues except for the real one, and the rest of the thopters at Claybee. So that's 12, 16, 17, 21 thopters at Claybee, plus 12 2/2s at Claybee.
No responses from me.
Whirler doesn't have flying, right?
No, they're on the ground. Yeah, I should have just overloaded that Cyclonic Rift chat. I feel bad now that the game is just still going because I didn't have a way to close it out, or at least one that I don't know.
God, 5, 6,
It's the most thopters I've ever made, though.
7.
And probably the most treasure, I'd assume.
Yeah, yes, this is the most Smothering Tides I've ever seen as well.
So I'm gonna block all of the Whirler Rogues.
Okay.
So I'll lose the zombies. And how many Whirler Rogues are coming at me? 12.
12. I'm sorry, 14 of them. 12 here plus these 2 that were there. 14 Warlord Rogues.
Gotcha. So I will lose. So I'll go down like that, and I lose the zombies.
And then you'll take 21 in the air.
Yes.
Okay. After that, I'm just gonna pass. Ooh, Blood Artist.
Zombie basic. Okay, my turn. Draw. Okay. Play a land for turn. Right. I think we'll just move to combat.
Yeah, before combat, I'm gonna whim a Volrath to make a copy of Spellseeker.
Yeah.
First one, I'm going to exile. That's all.
Okay, so I'll get 24. Or are you gonna pay for any of the first draw?
Yes. No, I can't. It's 24. It's irrelevant.
Okay.
You can pay one of mine if it matters.
It doesn't.
Okay, 47. And Colin, did you pay for your draws that turn? I'm sorry.
No, I didn't. Nope. You just have a massive amount of treasures.
66.
I don't think it's worth
I'm at 71. I'm just gonna try and see if I have something to tap that, and that's all I'm gonna try and do, so I can swing out next turn. Does this? It has to be CMC 2 or less, and it can't be targeting. Correct?
That's
it has
right.
to just be all.
That's right.
Hey, Clay, how many cards do you have in your hand? I'm just curious.
11.
Okay. Technically, with the Nazahn, discarding 3 cards puts the trigger on the stack, and it doesn't actually get exiled till the ability resolves. So you could,
That's target.
cast a different.
I could have done a different one.
No, I mean, it goes on the stack, and Andy has the ability to respond to it if he has the ability to.
Another spell.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything here.
Okay.
I'm almost to the end of this is all tap target. Do something to target. Tap target. Yep, that's still targeted. And the only way that I could do this is if I had a way to get this Archaeomancer out of my deck, which I don't believe I do, unless I went through some obnoxious things. So yeah, I don't have an answer. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Swing for whatever it was, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That
Vigil.
is commander damage on me. We will figure out how to win next time with new cards. But I think it did fun things, so thank you for playing a Smothering Tithe and allowing me to do that.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. I'll play Captain Sisay, draw a card off of this thing. I will
Make a snake.
Yeah, make a snake. Just to draw a card, pay 1, 2.
All right, Clay, you
3,
gotta get
4.
rid of that thing now.
I'm floating a green mana, cast Arden, draw a card off Zendikar Resurgent.
Make a snake.
Yep. Pay 1 white, floating a white. So I have a white and a green floating to play Sigarda's Aid.
Okay.
And equipment can be cast as flash. I think that is all I can do. Pass turn.
Alrighty, on your end step.
Yeah.
Well, 2 things are gonna happen. First, Nazahn is gonna come back. And then yeah. I'm gonna cast Intellectual Offering.
What does it do?
We're both gonna draw 3 cards.
Hold on. In response, I will tap 3.
Alms Collector.
Yeah, Alms Collector. If an opponent would draw 2 or more cards, instead you draw, and that player each draw a card.
Okay, so we're each only gonna draw a card.
No,
you're gonna draw 4.
I think I'm gonna draw 4, maybe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I'll draw 1. which means I'm gonna make a bunch of snakes, more snakes.
Smothering Tithe.
I'm not going to pay. Oh, actually, I will. I will pay
Okay. Yeah.
1 for the Smothering Tithe, or I mean, 2 for the Smothering Tithe, and then I'm gonna also pay to put a counter on the Kraken and make a tentacle for the card that I draw. I don't think that I have a solution, but we're gonna try our darndest to look.
This board got a little more ridiculous. Whew.
Unless you have anything to do, I'm gonna untap and go to my turn.
No, go ahead. I will also untap.
Sick.
That was that was insane.
Insult to injury with the alms collector.
No, it's just that game so far. Oh, this was fun.
Oh, did you draw an extra card for casting a creature with your Zendikar Resurgent?
Not off of alms collector. Okay.
Did you draw for the Monarch?
I did not. Thank you.
Is there anything else that we...
Should you have drawn off something else, Colin? Let's look. Quick, everybody, head to the board state.
Yes, probably.
Have you been using your Sword of the Animus triggers every time you swing with your commander?
No, I didn't. It's
I
fine.
think so.
So on my draw step, I paid for the Kraken.
Yeah.
And I paid for the Smothering Tithe.
All right. How many snakes do you have?
I have 30,
All right.
which would be really good if it wasn't for this Monarch Fog.
Yeah. That thing is like a pet card in this deck.
Oh, I was going to say give him double strike, but the thing has indestructible.
Yeah,
Right.
indestructible shroud.
It doesn't.
Well, it's only while you're the Monarch, so technically double strike, you would do damage to him, become
No,
the Monarch with the
It's
first
not.
strike.
It's not while you're the monarch. All damage that will be dealt to you is dealt to Protector of the Crown instead.
really?
Period. Yeah,
That's...
I think that's the Archon, the new Archon from Commander Legends, which I put in the deck also as a
Oh, yeah.
as a second copy of this.
That's your life total can't change as long as you're the Monarch.
Yeah, something like that. That's right. Damage is still dealt.
Yeah.
Huh. That feels like a weird choice
Right.
for them to make it like that.
I guess you could still take infect damage and commander damage still happens. So life totals don't change, but commander damage still happens, and the damage still happens so that you're able to lose the monarchy in the first
Right.
place.
Right, but not with Protector.
Right.
But
Protector
I think it's
has all
weird
of
that it puts all that damage there, even if you're not the Monarch. Or yeah. So I'm gonna tap 2 and Nykthos to add 5 blue mana. Oh man, and that card doesn't even do anything now because we're of the Alms Collector. I'm gonna play AC, Tyrant of Gyre Strait.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play an Opal Palace, make a zombie.
Okay.
Draw a card, which I'm not gonna pay for. Command Beacon, draw a card. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for that.
Okay.
Searching for answers.
I don't think I actually have an answer to this. Now that I'm looking at it, so I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 green. To play Andrae's Forerunners.
Ooh.
It's hot.
Yes.
Come at me.
We're gonna swing in, right? Was like
Yeah.
I'm dead anyway, so we're gonna just swing in for 5. This is
I think they get vigilance too, right? With Endrace.
Oh,
Trample.
nice.
right. So 6, 11, 15, and then
Another 90.
90. So 105 damage.
Now, hold on. They have trample. All damage that would be dealt to me is dealt to Protector of the Crown. But then trample damage would be dealt to me. It's dealt back to Protector of the Crown, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I just won't block.
Right. So you will.
But you won't be the monarch, right? So there's that.
That's right. I'm not the monarch any longer.
Thanks for joining, Dan. Have a great night.
Good night,
Awesome.
Dan. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So cool. So I take the monarch.
Yeah.
And
That way,
then-
at your end step, you can give Colin another treasure.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
Perfect.
I'm gonna draw and pass.
Okay.
Yeah. Draw for turn. I'm gonna pay 3.
How
One,
much power's
two.
on Nazhan there?
Enough. Well, it's going to be enough. I'm going to pay 3 for Sword of Feast and Famine, which will attach to the Alms Collector, and then pay 4 for Grafted Exoskeleton, which will eventually give it Infect. At the beginning of combat on my turn, before combat. So here's your chance. I'm going to move the Shroud off of Nazahn,
Yeah.
and then move to combat, attach all the equipment to Nazahn.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then I will swing in for over 10 infect unblockable.
You do have to sacrifice your alms collector for the grafted exoskeleton.
Oh.
becoming automatic equipped from-
Dies.
Is that in
Fine.
fact?
Here's my window.
Yeah.
Here's my window. I'm gonna tap this Field of the Dead and die.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Yeah. Andy said he wanted to play a higher power deck, and this is like, I don't think it's ever done anything like this, but I put in like Rebecca was one of the new ones, and there's a few other new ones out on the battlefield, but
Oh my gosh. Well, I know that game went a little long, so I don't. What are you folks up to a second game? I know we're going on at this time. What are you guys thinking?
I'm not. I apologize.
No,
Okay,
that's fine. That's fine. So let's wrap up then. Clay, thank you for joining. Tell everybody once again who you are and where they can find you online.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I am Claybee. I am the second C of the CNC Power Hour. We do virtual EDH Wednesday evenings at 8 and Eastern, and Sunday afternoons at 4. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at MTG_Claybee, where I talk about janky magic cards and fun interactions and my animals. That encapsulates, I think, most of my internet presence. But yeah, otherwise, like I said, thank you so much for having me back on. This was a lot of fun. I never would have expected all of the shenanigans that happened from my commander choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was a blast to see. I've never seen
the Nazahn play, like
Yeah,
I didn't
that was
realize it either.
I
Coyle
didn't
called it out.
expect that. When Coyle pointed it out, I thought I was just going to make 1 or 2 more Smothering Ties, and I realized it just kind of went.
Yeah.
viral.
That was crazy.
I'm gonna have to add a sack outlet to remove my own.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Colin, congrats on the win. Tell everybody again who you are and where they can find you online.
Thanks. I think this is the first time I've won on your stream, which is exciting. And this is my first ever commander deck, sort of, slowly built up over time. So it's a special place in my heart. People can find me at Colin O'Clock on Twitter and twitch.tv/Colin O'Clock for casual commander games. I rarely break this deck out, actually, for that reason. But yeah, casual commander games, 8:30 Central on Wednesdays. I think we go at the same time as CNC Power Hour, right? You're also on Wednesdays.
Yeah, Wednesdays at 8.
So-
Yep.
Yeah, we've never had the chance to play together, but this was really nice. So thank you so much for the games, everybody.
Of course. Well, everybody, we will be back next week with more Commander gameplay. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight, and we will see you all real soon.